Sorry to stepdad here. Actually, I was just cleaning my garage and came to a realization. A couple. First, a lot of us in this country have seemed to have traded quality for a cheaper price and quantity. I mean, things seem to break a lot easier these days than they used to. Um, using companies are using cheap plastic. Where, well, using I shouldn't say cheap plastic, but using something that gives a lot easier than what like steel would do. I mean, for instance, let me put it this way: ammo cans. You put ammo in. When you have a metal ammo can, you're less likely to have the container break open with metal than you are to have with plastic. I mean, you got these really cheap ones that you barely hit and they break. And then you also got the cell phones. Screens crack. Some of them actually, the screen will crack just dropping them maybe this far. But the old Nokia used to take a beat and keep on going. It just amazes me that cars have gotten, well, they get more expensive because all the electronics put into them and inflation and all that. Yet you could have just a piece of plastic holding you into your spot. I know they've been able to manage to use aluminum for the engines, but from what I've seen, compared to cast iron, the aluminum cracks a lot easier. And speaking of cars, we've also gone away from fixing something that is broken. We just replace it. Like this chair that's behind me, someone was just gonna throw away because it had a wheel break off. I just replaced the wheels and it's good to go. Um, I've been trying this playpen behind me for the little one. It's the tube metal is so weak. He's not even 2 years old and he's been able to bend it. Yet I've been trying to straighten it out and find ways to reinforce it to make sure it stays together. I mean, I know not everyone has the capability to do certain repair jobs. I mean, I've been able to work on plumbing, well, like fixing leaks and replacing faucets and stuff like that. But I did not have the ability to replace our air conditioner, so I had to have someone do that. But like if I need to patch walls or replace a door, I can actually do that. I don't need someone. I don't really need to pay someone to do that. And I know some people are going to say, hey, you're just taking work away from these individuals. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Should do these yourself. I'm just saying that we tend to just throw things away and replace them when they break rather than having them fixed. I mean, especially those with disposable income. I don't have that luxury. I don't have disposable. I'm not able to go buy some brand new replacement for something that broke. I have to figure a way to fix it, right? Because I don't have the money just to all out replace it. I mean, there's times I'll come out and I'll be out driving and notice someone's getting rid of, and I can use it to replace what I have, like my monitors. I've actually someone was throwing out the monitors I have now, and I'm they're still functioning, so I'm using them. And I actually had built a coffee table out of scrap wood. We never used it, and so I was using it as like man, extra like a place to set stuff down while I'm in my office. And I ended up converting it into an extension for a desk instead of just a coffee table. So you can find uses for items that you cannot fix and replace them. But you can also, I mean, like I had a dishwasher break. I mean, it broke in more places than it should have. I mean, the arm on the dishwasher broke, and then the pump also broke, and the pump also broke on it. So we ended up getting that replaced. I used the actual drum for the base set up for a fire pit. And washing machine drums do make a good set thing for a fire pit, a home fire pit, not like if you're going to have have a bunch of people over and want a big fire, you're gonna need something a little different. But most of the times when I replace something, it's because it's beyond repair. Like the rims on my wife's vehicle, we've had to replace them because they have rusted through. Let me tell you, the Ford Expedition rims, at least the ones on the 2001 Expedition, they weren't. It was a more of a design flaw because they have a material that traps the moisture up against the rim, which caused it to rust. But I think that if you have the knowledge to fix something, you should fix it and save yourself a little bit of money rather than replacing it or paying someone to fix it. Because as right now, that's probably what a lot of people are going to have to do with inflation is fix the items rather than replacing them. And also, I'm gonna have to say this: people need to stop going after someone because they like a certain thing. I mean, I don't actually have. I'm gonna have to look up his name, but there's an individual that's been on TikTok, been getting hit by both sides of the political aisle because he likes country music and people are just going after him constantly. But the good thing is, he does not let people statements bother him. I don't think I'm gonna find him. Looks like he hasn't posted in a while. But I'll put it bluntly, he's a black man that dresses up as a cowboy and that kind of stuff. Dresses up like a cowboy and all that. But I can't remember his name. Alright. Alright, I found him. It's Ira Wilkins. He. I don't understand why people go after him the way they're doing. Yet, when I was growing up and still in school, no one that I know of attacked Cowboy Troy, who was actually singing what has become known by a lot of people I know of as hick hop. Well, yeah, hick hop, which is in a country genre. And I'm gonna put it this way: he can be what he wants to be. That's how I see it. If he wants to love listening to country music, making TikToks with involving it, that's his choice. And people need to lay off him. And I don't care your political beliefs on that one. Just lay off people who are expressing themselves as they like to be. It's not hurt as long as it's not hurting anyone physically or financially, then you shouldn't be attacking them. And there's a lot of men and women who died to give those individuals that right. I served to make sure individuals got the rights to express who they are. And I want my kids to be able to express who they are freely. And I may be getting out soon, but I will always stand for the American flag, the Constitution, Everyone's freedom to live their life how they see fit, uh, as long as it's not hurting anyone. And by hurting anyone, it's physically or monetarily. I will see you next time.